Hi team. Today we are looking at a security service for the cloud. For example, to make our home secure, we use the home monitoring, smart home monitoring system. So to keep our cloud secure, our application secure, we need to use this concept called Cloudwatch. I have already created an EC2 instance for you. I'm not going to create it again because we have seen that already in the previous lecture how we can create one. And we can see that the CPU utilization is 0%. Now, what I have to do is I don't want it to go above 50%. So what I'm going to do, I will put an alarm on my EC2 instance so that it will automatically terminate itself if it goes above 50%. So CloudWatch alarms, I'm going to create an alarm over here. SNS is a different topic. We will discuss it in a different lecture. Now alarm action. What I'm going to do with the EC2 instance. I'm going to terminate it. When exactly I'm going to terminate it? If the CPU utilization is greater than equal to 50%. 5 minutes. Okay, it doesn't give an option of 1 minute because 1 minute CloudWatch is a paid option. It's also available with the AWS, but over here I'm giving you the other option. I can name the alarm. Let me see. I can. So alarm for the CPU utilization. I can leave this alone because it gives me a description. If the CPU utilization is greater than 50 for one consecutive 5 minute period. So it will take some time. It will take 5 minutes to do that. Right now, the maximum it went to 21.5 because it was running for some time. I'm going to create the alarm over here. Sorry. Okay, now we have this EC2 instance running and we can see the consumption is 0%, almost 0%. So no traffic is going on. Now, what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to generate a stream of continuous Ys, which will consume all the resources for the CPU. Okay, let me see if I issue the top command now. Can you see that? 93 or 99%. It is consuming the whole CPU over here. Let me see how does the graph look like over here. Let me go to the CloudWatch. We can access the CloudWatch over here. This is a very simple example, simple and practical, good for understanding. Right now we have the EC2 service which we're running. We have right now it is not triggered. So we have one instance which is okay, it's going so far. We need to wait for some time to reach it. We can refresh it over here. I can choose my local time zone. It's in the evening. Let me go to the instance on the, so it is running. Let me just try to refresh it. There is no change going on over here. Let me go into details. Still running, the IP address, everything is same. No anomaly, everything looks fine over here. The addresses, the public ones, everything looks to be fine. Let's go to the instant. I can see that it's still ranging more than 50% over here. I guess I have to wait because, as I mentioned, we don't have a 1 minute option. That's only available with CLI and it's a paid monitoring. The way you can see it is if you go here, detailed monitoring. This is what you have to configure if you want to get a 1 minute period, like over here it's mentioned. So right now, let's go back to the instance. It's still running. We have to wait for 5 minutes. Very soon, what we will see, this graph will rise over here. Then it will, let me see if I can expand it and it shows immediately. This is so I can see it's going above 43 over here. Now it's showing details. Very soon it's going to be turned off. Still shows 40%. So for example, if you get a DDoS attack, so that's distributed denial of service attack on your machine, it can cause your machine to go down. This is very not very often, but AW has a lot of security features like Shield to prevent that. But this is a practical example to show what can happen if those type of attacks are there in our production network. It's still running right now. The percentage is 99. Let me just refresh it once again. So this AWS cloud computing concept, like anybody can enter this stream, whether you're from IT or you're not from IT. It needs minimal programming. Just all it needs is a direction, like the understanding of concepts. And the packages for the cloud computing are a lot more than the other carriers, whatever country we live in. Still taking its time. Let's see. I will leave it alone right now. This still running. Still, it looks like still we are in the 5 minute period. By the way, if you have any questions regarding these concept, like anything in the video which you have questions about, you can let me know. Any coaching needed, you can let me know. Okay, still around the same corner. Again, it changed. I will change the time zone again. By default, it's UTC. So it's still changing. That means it's not shutting down right now. It's almost going to do that. We get a lot of other options if we need to monitor. It is a monitoring service. Like we can monitor the CPU utilization, like the network packets going in and out. If we see any anomaly, we can capture it, log it. Like in the home security system, we can see who is coming in, who is going out. Same thing for Cloudwatch. It is a very important concept of it. We do have alarm recommendations as well provided by AWS, but that's if you have more than one network so that we can implement these recommendations in a group. Okay, still running. I didn't know it would take this much time. Uh, Let me just check it out. Okay. So it shows the operations for the disk. This is related to the volume where the storage or the operating system is there, where it's picked up from. So still it shows okay. Let me go to the CloudWatch once again. Now it's almost okay. Okay, let me just refresh this. It doesn't give us the most up-to-date data. We have to refresh for that. Even though it's 99.9, which we are seeing it all the time, it still takes 5 minutes to decide. If it was a detailed monitoring, it would have shut off right away. We can still see the numbers changing. That means it's still taking its time. Okay. 99.7. Yeah, the detailed monitoring is disabled. Let me check this once again. This is a very important concept, guys. In the interviews, while it's going on, in the interviews, they can give us a lot of questions on security, how you will be able to tackle a situation when you see the CPU utilization is going on and you don't have any load balancer configured, and how you can change things, like will you shut off or will you transfer it to a different server. This is where we can use these kind of concepts. Alarm. So it went above 50, it changed to the color. So in alarm, let me go to the instance details. It shows running, but let me go over here. Shutting down. Failed to. So it is shutting down because the utilization increased. So that's the benefit of CloudWatch, guys. Um, so please don't forget to close the alarms, because as a good habit. Let me just go to the CloudWatch once again. Let me go back. Okay. It will automatically be terminated, so I will not be charged. Let me go to the CloudWatch. Though I know the video, it was a little bit boring because it took some time. So we can go to alarms, all alarms over here. It shows actions enabled. What happened over here? It shows the graph, it shows the time. After it waited for this much time, it was above 50. So we don't need to see this anymore. So I'm going to delete it. And the EC2 instance is already deleted or terminated. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. And if you have any questions, just